Hello everyone, welcome to e-learning platform of Divine Public School. Today we are going to start chapter number 23, which is line graph. So before starting this chapter, first we introduce with some terms like coordinate axis. So what is coordinate axis? So when two lines are mutually perpendicular to each other, so here x o x dash and y o y dash are mutually perpendicular. Okay, that means when you draw two perpendicular lines on a graph and they are intersecting at point O, then this line x dash o x and y o y dash, this line x dash o x and y o y dash is said to be coordinate axis. Okay, so line, when two lines are mutually perpendicular and intersecting at point O, then this line x o x and y o y dash is said to be coordinate axis, and the plane of graph which contains these coordinate axis is said to be Cartesian plane. Okay, so here this line x o x dash, so here this line x o x dash is said to be, this line x o x dash is said to be x axis. Okay, so line x dash o x is said to be x axis. Okay, and y o y dash is said to be y axis. Okay, and this point O is said to be origin. Okay, this is said to be origin. Now this is said to be origin. After this, now when you move right side of y axis, so this is y axis and this is x axis, so you can say the horizontal line is said to be this horizontal line is said to be x axis, and vertical line y o y dash is said to be what that y axis. Okay, so on when you move right side of y axis, this y axis, when you move right side of this y axis, then you will get positive value of x. So here that means 1 2 3 4 5, these are all positive, and when you move left side of y axis, then you will get negative number, so like -1 -2 -3 -4 and so on. Okay, and upside of x axis indicates positive value of y axis, and downside of x axis is said to be represent negative numbers. So here this is 1 2 3 4, and downside -1 -2 -3 -4 -5. Okay, understand? Now after this, so this system is said to be coordinate system, you can say, and this line x o x dash and y o y dash is said to be coordinate axis. So here x o x is x axis, y o y dash is y axis, and O is said to be origin. Now come to next definition. So ordered pair. So what is ordered pair? So when Now order pair. So 2 points A and B, when 2 point pair of 2 numbers A and B written in specific order, then this pair is said to be order pair. Okay, so here this is order pair. So here A is fixed at place 1 and B is specified at place B. Now B is specified at place 2. Okay, so here A can't be written as BA. Why? Because A had specific position. Okay, it has a specific position, and so this is first position. So here it can't be second position. Understand? Now come to next point. Here coordinate of a point. Coordinate of a point. So how to find coordinate of a point? So suppose P is a point. Suppose P is a point on this system, and this P is a distance from y-axis. This P is at a distance of A from y-axis, and this is at a distance of B from x-axis. Then the coordinate of this point P is represented by order pair of AB. Try to understand again. Here, when a distance of a point P from from y-axis is A. Understand? Distance of this point P from y-axis is A, and distance of this point P from x-axis is B. Then order pair of AB is said to be coordinate of point P. Okay, where A is said to be x coordinate or abscissa. Okay, and B is said to be y coordinate or ordinate. Okay, so here if AB is a coordinate of P, then first coordinate is said to be x coordinate and second coordinate is said to be y coordinate, and x coordinate is also known as abscissa and y coordinate is said to be ordinate. Okay, so if I ask, try to understand, if I ask one question, what is the coordinate x coordinate of 2, 3? Here one point is given, coordinate is given 2, 3. So here 2 is x coordinate and 3 is y coordinate. Understand? So if it is asked, find the abscissa of the following coordinate, then 2 will be abscissa and 3 will be ordinate. Okay, why? Because y coordinate is said to be ordinate and x coordinate is said to be abscissa. Okay, now how to represent a point on graph? Okay, now learn how to represent a coordinate on a graph. So suppose it is given represent 2, 3 this coordinate on graph. It is given represent this coordinate 2, 3 on a graph. So how to represent? So here 2, 3 is given. So 2 is x coordinate and 3 is y coordinate. So search 2 on x axis. So here on x axis 2 is here, 2 is here, okay, and 3 on y axis. So 3 on y axis. So from x axis draw vertical line, and from 3 draw horizontal line. So this is mid there. Now this point is 2, 3. Coordinate of this point is 2, 3. Understand? Again try to understand how to represent. So here it is given represent 2, 3. Okay. So from 2 draw dotted vertical line, and from 3 on y axis draw horizontal line. When they are meets, so this is the coordinate 2, 3. Understand? Similarly, try to learn another represent another point. So here -1 and 2, suppose it is given. So here -1 x coordinate. So here on x axis search -1 is here, -1 here. So -1 and 2 on y axis. So on y axis 2 is here. So this will be the -1 and 2. This is the required point. -1 and 2.
Now come to exercise 23, question number 1. It is given, study the table. Here this table is given temperature on 7 days of a particular week. Temperature on 7 days of a particular week. And study the table and draw a line graph for the same. Okay. So we have to draw line graph for the given table. So in this table it is 7 days are given and temperature of particular days are given. So on Sunday temperature was 25 degrees Celsius. On Monday it was 28, Tuesday 26, like this it is given. So we have to need to draw line graph. So here how to draw line graph? So for this, now draw x axis and y axis. So this is x axis and this is y axis. Okay. So on x axis you have take days. Okay. Here you have to take days. Okay. And here on y axis you have to take temperature. Okay. You have to take temperature on y axis. So here write all days like Sunday, then Monday, then Tuesday, like that you have to draw. And here you have to take unit temperature. So this is given 25, 28, 26, like this it is given 32, 29, 24 it is given. So take 1 unit is equal to 5 degrees Celsius. So 5, then 10, then 15, like that you'll draw. Okay. Then after this, so you can see this in graph. So this will be graph. Okay. So here it is days on x-axis. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. And here 1 unit is equal to 5 it is taken. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 30, 40, 45 it is. Okay. So this is temperature, maximum temperature in degrees Celsius. So here on Sunday, you know what was temperature? On Sunday temperature was 25 and Monday 28. So here on Sunday it was 25. So it is Sunday. So here Sunday and temperature was 25. So in front of 25 Sunday you mark this point. Okay. So on Sunday it was 25. So mark a point. And now on Monday it was 28. So on mark on 28. On Tuesday mark on 26. then Wednesday it was 32, Thursday it was 29, Friday it was 34, and on Saturday it was 31. Okay, so now you find the points, all points. Now join all the points. Okay, so join all point. So you have get join all point. So this is the your required line graph. Understand? So this is the your required line graph. Understand? Okay, now come to next question. Now question number 3. It is given the table given below. It is shows annual gross profit of a company for a period of 5 years. Study the table and draw a line graph for the same. Okay. So again it is given to draw line graph. So here year is given. So you will take year on x-axis. Okay. You will draw year on x-axis and gross profit on y-axis. Okay. So let's start now. So now again draw x-axis and y-axis, and on x-axis we have to take years. So here years 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Okay, and that gross profit on y-axis you have to take. So here it is given year 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, and profit is given 17. It is given 17, 15.5, 11.4, 12.1, and this 14.9. So you can take 1 unit is equal to 1. You can take. So here 1 unit here you can take 1 unit is equal to 2. Okay. So now on y-axis it is on y-axis profit. Okay. So take 1 unit is equal to 2 lakhs. Okay, 2 lakh rupees. Okay, so here 2 lakh rupees. So 2 lakh, 4 lakhs, 6, 8, then 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. Okay, so in 2013 total profit was 17. Okay, so profit was 17. So it is given 16. So 17 will be here between 16 and 18. Okay, it was 17 here in this graph. This was a mistake. So here you take at midpoint. Okay, so 17 it is, and then on 2013 it was 15.5. So 15.5 it is exact position. So mark that point. And in 2015 it was 11.4. In 2016 it was 12.1. So mark this. And in 2017 it was 14.9. Okay, so now it was 14.9. Okay, so you get all point. Okay, now join all points. Okay, so join it. So this is your this is your required line graph. Understand? This is your required line graph. Clear? Now come to next question. Question number 4 is given. Ajita start off from home at 7 a.m. Ajita starts off home from at 7 a.m. with her father on a scooter that goes at uniform speed of 30 km/h. Her father drops her at school after an hour, half of an hour. She stays in school till 1:30 p.m. and takes a auto rickshaw to return home. The auto rickshaw has a uniform speed of 10 km/h. Draw a line graph for the given situation and also determine distance of Ajita's school from her home. Okay. So question is given. Ajita start off from her home at 7 a.m. with her father scooter. Scooter speed was 30 km/h. Okay. her father dropped her school at after half an hour. Okay, that means after 30 minutes. Okay, and she stay school up to 1:30. Now he takes the auto rickshaw to return and speed of rickshaw was 10 km per hour. So question given, draw the line graph for the given situation. So to draw this, you have to make distance time graph. Okay, and it is given also find the distance of Ajita's school from her home. Okay, so let's start. So it is given distance travel by distance of Ajita's school from her home. Okay, so here speed is equal to distance upon time, and speed of scooter was 30 km per hour, and so 30 is equal to distance upon time, and her father takes half an hour, that means 1 upon 2. Speed of scooter was 30 km per hour, and time takes by her father to drop, that is half hour. Okay, so speed is equal to distance upon time, so speed 30 is equal to distance upon time half, therefore distance will be 15 km. That means distance of Ajita's school from her home is 13 km. Okay, now represent distance time graph of given information. Now draw distance time graph. Okay, so here draw x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis you have to take times, and on y-axis distance. So she cover 15 km because distance from her home to school was 15 km. So distance on y-axis, so take 1 unit is equal to 5 km. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and here on x-axis take time. So she started from 7:30. So start from 7. So here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here you can write 1 p.m. Okay, 1 p.m. you can write. Here 1:30 p.m. Here 2 p.m. and here 3 p.m. Okay, write your time, correct it. Okay, correct it. So here now she started journey from 7:30. So 7 here and 8 here. So between this 7:30. So she started uniform. She went with uniform speed. Okay, so that means draw a straight line up to 15 km. Okay, because distance of her school was 15 km. So up to 15, go up to 15. Okay, and she reached at 8 a.m. because she took half an hour. So if she started at 7:30, then she will reach at the school at 8 a.m. Okay, so up to 7, from 7:30 to 8 a.m. draw up to 15 km. Okay, and now from 8 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. she stay at school. So draw a straight line because she was there only. Okay, and now from at 13:30, that means 1:30, she returned to home with rickshaw, and speed of rickshaw was 10 km per hour. 10 km per hour. So speed and distance of her home from school was 15 km. So that will take 1.5 hour, because in 1 hour rickshaw cover 10 km only. So 15 time taken by rickshaw to cover 15 km will be 1.5 hour. So from here you will draw a straight line up to 3 p.m. Okay, because the time taken by rickshaw to reach at Ajita's home will be 130 hours. So from 1:30 if we started, then she will reach at home at 3 p.m. Okay, now Now come to next question. Question number 6. It is given the following charts gives the growth in height in term of percentage of full height of boys and girl with their respective age. Study the table and draw the line graph of the given below. Okay, so here it is given chart of growth of height in term of percentage. Okay, so full height of boys and girls it is given, that means 8 year old age boys boys get his 72% of height. Okay, and girls gets it 77% of heights. Okay, and here at the age of 9 years boys gets 75% of full height of that, and girls got 81%. Okay, so it is given, study the table and draw the line graph. So you have to take age on x-axis. Okay, we have to take age on x-axis, and boys or girls, percentage of boys or girls we have to take on y-axis. Okay, and then by using the graph answer the following questions. Okay, so first we have to draw graph. So for this we have to make a x-axis and y-axis. Okay, and here on x-axis we have to take age. Okay, and on y-axis percentage of height you have to take. So let's draw the graph. Now here age on x-axis, so it was age started from 8, so take 1 unit is 1 year. So start from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, and now on y-axis percentage of height. Okay, percentage of full height, so that was given from 72%. So started from 70 directly. Okay, started from 70 and take 1 unit is equal to 5%. Okay, so start from 70, so 70, then 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. Okay, and here between origin and 70 make a zigzag curve. Okay, why? Because this indicates we are start counting from 70 only. Okay, because 1 unit is 5, that's why. Now we have to draw line graph. So first we have to draw for boys. Okay, so it is given 8 year age boys covers 72% of his full height. Okay, and 9-year-old boys cover 75% of height. So here first draw for boys. So here it is 72, here 72 year 72% for 8 year, for 9 year 75%, for 10 year 78%, for 11 year boys 81%, for 12 84, for 13 88%, for 14 92%, for 15 95%, 16 98%, 17 99%, and at 18 year is they cover 100% of height. So it is better open your book and try to understand, because these all data is taken from your book, that means it is taken from your table. Okay, so first you have to draw all point for boys. Okay, now it is done, and then now join all points. So join all points, so then you will get this line graph for boys. Okay, so use one color for this boys, and now draw for girls. Okay, so now for girls 8-year girls cover 77%. Okay, so start now. So 8-year girls cover 77%, 9 year 81%, 10-year girls cover 84%, 11-year girls 88%, and like that 18-year girls cover 100%. Here in 17-year only girls get 100% of height. Okay, so now for girls use dotted line. Okay, here for girls it is dotted line, and for boys it is dark line. Understand? So this is required line graph for given data, and here write this is for boys and for girls. That means this dark line is for boys and this dotted line for girls. Okay, understand? Now after this it is question was given. Now use the graph and answer the following. So question is given, in which year both the boys and girls achieve their maximum height. So in which years boys and girls both achieve the maximum height. So at the 18 year, here at 18 year both gets highest. Okay, so here both gets, but boys and girls achieve their height, maximum height at 18 year. Okay, 18 year they get maximum height. Now, and question number 2 is given. Question number 2 is given, who grow faster at puberty, that means 14 to 16 year of the age. So here from table you can observe this. So 14 to 16 year. Okay, so at the age of 14 boys are cover 92% of height, and at the age of end of 16 year they cover 98%. That means 6% growth of boys during the puberties, while girls covers only 1.5%. Okay, so that means who grow faster at the age of puberties? So boys grow faster at the age of puberties. Understand? So now come to next question. Question number 20. Remaining question you can do by yourself. If you have doubt, so you can ask to your respective subject teacher, or in your doubt session you can ask that question, because this chapter is difficult for this with the help of PPT. So we can explain nicely in the doubt class, and you can prepare this chapter after PT first, periodic first, because from this chapter no question will come in your periodic exam, periodic first. Okay, so now question number 20. Question number 20 is, plot the line graph for variable p and q. Variables p and q, where p is 4 times q. That means p is equal to 4q. Okay, so it is given, draw the line graph for variable p and q, where p is 4 times of q. P is 4 times of q means p is 4q. Okay, so by using graph find the value of p when q is 6 and q when p is 20. So first we have to draw line graph for this equation. Okay, so when p is equal to 4q, it is given. So assume any value of q and find respective value of p. Okay, so now let's start. So we have p is equal to 4q. So now take q is equal to 6. So when q is equal to 4, sorry, here q is equal to 4. So when q is 4, then p will be 4. It is given p is equal to 4q. That means 4 into 4. That means 16. So when p is equal to 4q, then when q is 4, then p is 16. Similarly, when you take p is 20, if you take p is 20, then q will be 5. Understand? Similarly, you can find by another way. You can take any value of q. So here if you take q is equal to 1, then what will be value of p? P will be 4 into 1. That means 4. When q is equal to 2, then p will be 8. Okay, so similarly make a table. Okay, so make a table for q and p. So when q is 1, then p is 4. Okay, when q is 1, then p is 4. When q is 2, then p is 8. When q is 3, then p is 12. when q is 4 then p is 16, when q is 5 then q is 20, when q is 6 then p is 24. Okay, by putting the value of p in this equation you have find q. Okay, so when q is 1 then it will be 4, when 2 so 4 2 are 8, when 3 q so 12. Like this you can find any 3 values only, no need to take all 6. Okay, it's yours choice, you can take 3 or more than 3. Okay, now draw the graph between p and q, this p and q. Okay, so now draw. So take p on x-axis and q on y-axis, p on x-axis and q on y-axis. So 1 2 3 4 5 like this, and here on y-axis it is value of q, and q is 4 8 12 like that this. So take 1 unit is equal to, on y-axis take 1 unit is equal to 4. Okay, so here when p is 1 then q is 4, so this point, when p is 2 then q is 8. Okay, this point, when p is 3 then q is 12, when p is 4 q is 16, when p is 5 q is 20, when p is 6 then q is 24, when p is 0 q is also 0, that means it is origin. Okay, now join all points, so join all points, then you will get this required line graph. Okay, so this is a graph of, this is line graph of p is equal to 4q. Okay, now come to other questions of this. It is given, it is question is asked, another question is also asked. Question is asked from the graph, find when p is equal to, find p when q is 6. So when q is 6, so find value of p, so with the help of graph. So when q is 6 then find the value of, when q is 6 then find the value of p. So here q is 6, where q is 6, this point between 8 and 4. So when q is 6 then value of p. So take the point 6 on y-axis and draw a horizontal line from this y-axis, mark the point 6. So 6 between 4 and 8, draw here, from here draw a horizontal line, and then where it will cut the graph, from there draw a vertical line. Okay, so at which point this cut on x-axis, this will be the required. So this is between 1 and 2, that means 1.5. Okay, so when q is 6 then p is 1.5. Okay, so similarly you can find second part also. So do remaining question of this exercise 23. If you have any doubt, so you can ask to your subject teacher or in your doubt session, which will be held after the periodic first. Okay, thank you.